Hello, Take 52 Challengers. It's Ingrid here again with Beginners Photography Blog, and this week we are on to week 36, and we are looking at an image here for the theme Crushed. And this image was submitted by another very active member of our Take 52 challenge, and that is Cindy Casomo. I think I'm saying your last name correctly, Cindy. And Cindy has gone to great lengths to take this image and share it with us. And she tells in the Facebook group that she went out and purchased a couple of bags of candy specifically to take this shot, and then when she thought about doing it, she went on to throw them out in the garbage can, and then when she thought about something else, she went back to retrieve them because she thought of another shot that she could do. So I think a lot of us in here could identify with the type of things that you get up to, Cindy. We all do sorts of crazy things for our photography and just getting that absolutely perfect shot. So let's have a look at this photo. First of all, I think you'll all agree that it demonstrates the theme Crushed extremely well. Crushed could have so many different meanings, and you can take whatever meaning you want from it in this challenge, but I liked it as a word. It's one of those words that I really like to say, crushed, and I like the fact that it's kind of, there's a destruction element to it, and it kind of feels a little bit heartbroken too, and so there's a lot of different feelings and emotions that you could make with this. And I just really like this image because it's full of color, it's full of vibrancy. It's such a an interesting subject that we're all familiar with, but yet you would rarely see it in this particular format, right? Like all together like this. And I like the fact that you've got like lots of little out of focus little bits here in the side that are a little tiny little fractions, and then you have these right here in the front that are like, there's just such interesting textures and colors. And then over here you got one that hasn't, and down here a couple that have escaped whatever the crusher was. So I just think that it's really interesting, and it works really well as a standalone image. Like, this is something that again I could see, in a magazine, and I know I say that quite a bit, but it's of a very high quality. I do feel that perhaps it has been a little over sharpened in your editing software, and perhaps not, but I think if you have tweaked the sharpness, it probably has been a little bit too much so, because you can see a lot of kind of grain here, and it really brings up the texture now of the sweets, I will say that, and here, and maybe that's not such a bad thing. So of course you're the artist, so it's up to you to decide. And I like that the focus is very sharp here in the front and then moves away to the back. I think you've done a really nice job at that, and I like the fact that you've chosen that natural light, and that you did play around with the colour in post-production, because even though it is a colourful image, our images can sometimes be lacking unless we give them that boost in post. And again, it's part of the creative process. So thank you very much for being a regular contributor, Cindy, and I really do enjoy your image and I love it. And I think I need to go out now and get some Halloween candy. And it's kind of, those sweets would not have lasted too long in this house, let me tell you, with two little girls and me with a very sweet tooth. They would not have been going in the trash can. We would have figured out some way to eat them, crushed or not. So if you would like to take part in the Take 52 challenge, we would love to have you, and you can sign up anytime, and it's never too late to start. So I will put the link below this video as usual, and I will see you again soon for the next critique for the Take 52.